Z-Wave smart switches are a great way to automate your lighting in your home with the ability to control them manually or autonomously. The Inovelli scene-enabled Z-Wave dimmer is not an ordinary Z-Wave dimmer switch. Let's see what this one has that sets it apart. Before we get started, I'd just like to remind everyone that the products mentioned in this video will be down in the description box. The main part that stands out to me is the native scene-enabled ability of these switches. By tapping multiple times on the top or bottom section of the paddle, you can activate up to 8 different scenes. Scenes can be anything from a Smartthings routine, other lights, your smart thermostat, really anything you want to control within your Smartthings ecosystem can be controlled via a scene. This dimmer switch is advertised to only work with Smartthings as of now, so keep that in mind. The physical installation of these switches are pretty much the same as most other Z-Wave switches. For a more detailed install, check out this video I did on the GE Z-Wave switches. So let's go ahead and see what they included in the box. After you open it up, you will see a few QR codes for different home automation systems. It does state that it only works with Smartthings as of now, and that's what I use, so we'll go ahead and go with that. From there, we have the switch itself, followed by some nice packaging and the included instructions. Underneath that, it includes an almond and white paddle as well as wall plate. Not a whole lot of companies do that, so that's a nice touch. From there we have a neutral pigtail, which is nice to have to get that extra length from your neutral wire, which is typically tucked in the back of your gang box, which you will need a neutral wire in your box to be able to install the switch. We also have white and almond screws to go with your wall plate, so they match nicely. So after installing the switch and with the power at the breaker still off, we'll need to head into the Smartthings app and add a thing before we restore the power. While it's searching, flip the breaker back on and the switch will automatically go into auto inclusion mode for 30 seconds. It immediately pops up for us as a secure dimmer. We'll rename that to bathroom dimmer for obvious reasons and test it out to see if it works with the default device handler. The instructions do prompt us to install a different device handler and to take full advantage of the scene ability and better control of the switch in general. We'll also need a Smartapp called Advanced Button Controller to allow us to set up different scenes using these different commands. Let's hop on the PC and get them installed. The included instructions do prompt us to head to the Inovelli site, which has all the installation instructions included, as well as the device handler and Smartapp code we'll need to add into the Smartthings IDE. So hopping on the computer here, we are at graph.api.smartthings.com. Link will be down in the description. We'll need to log in with our Smartthings credentials and go to My Locations. Make sure you click on your location name, and it may prompt you to re-log in again. If it does, go ahead and log back in. For me, it did not. We will need to add a device handler and a Smartapp. We'll do the device handler first. So going to the Inovelli site for this switch, we already did steps 1 through 3. So we'll go to step 4. So I'm going to go ahead and hit on the source GitHub. You could highlight all of this code within the window, but I'm going to go ahead and hit GitHub and do raw here. And then from here, I'll do Control A to copy all of it. Control C, and then I will paste it all, Control V, into the box. I'll hit create. You'll see it says create device handler here, and I'm going to publish it for me. You cannot forget this step. It says it's published successfully. Now we need to go into my devices and find what I called the bathroom dimmer. You'll be able to, yours will be whatever you named it. So bathroom dimmer, we'll go to edit. And then the type down here, it is still under secure dimmer. We want to use the new Inovelli that we just added. which is typically down at the bottom, towards the bottom at least. Here we go. Inovelli switch NZW30 with scene. Oops, don't delete. We want to do update. And now it's updated. We can see that it is Inovelli switch as the type now. Now we'll also need to add the Smartapp. Go to Smart Apps. We'll do new Smartapp from code and go back to their website here. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to get out of this GitHub and I will click on this GitHub source. Click on raw. Select all, copy. Go back to our new Smartapp and paste this. We will hit create. Seems that we came up with an error. Okay, so I had an error when trying to copy this code from their website to Smartthings IDE, and that's because both of the codes are the same. They're both the device handler codes, and obviously you can't use a device handler code for a Smartapp. So this section here under Smartapp Advanced Button Controller, this is the wrong one. So I found the correct code source for the Advanced Button Controller Smartapp, and I will leave a link down below so you don't have to go searching for it. So I found the GitHub. I will click raw, copy or select all, copy, and I will go back to clear my error, get rid of all this, and create. Okay, so there we go, it worked that time. Don't forget to publish for me again. And now we have the device handler, and the Smartapp all installed and ready to go. So in the Smartthings app, we are going to head over to Marketplace, and we'll go to Smartapp's My Apps Advanced Button Controller, which we now have. We'll do New Button Device Mapping, select our button, which is Bathroom Dimmer, and then we will configure our buttons. The first thing it does ask us to do is go to Advanced Config and set the number of buttons to 5. After that, we will go up to step 2 where it lays out buttons 1 through 5. Button 1 will actually leave blank because 2 through 5 represent double tap, triple tap, 4 taps, and 5 taps. So button 2 will be a double tap, and we'll just have it run a routine for us. And we get 2 options of when pushed or when held. When pushed means the top button, and when held means the bottom button. I'm assuming they had to do that to work around some different variables. So I'm going to go ahead and trigger, say, good morning. When pushed, which is the top button, and the bottom one will do good evening. So when it double tap up, good morning, double tap down, good evening. And let's do button 3. That'll be triple tap. Let's say let's set the mode. Let's say we want to set it to movie mode with a triple tap up. We have pushed, movie mode, triple tap up. Triple tap down, we could say bedtime. I don't know. Save that. 4 taps will be, let's say, another switch. The top one will trigger, let's say, Ashton's lamp. And the bottom 3 times tap will be turn off Ashton's lamp. So there's just a few different examples. You can actually set all these different variables as you'd like. I will save that. And in this menu, you can see that double tap, we have run routines, 2 different routines. Triple tap, we have set mode to movie mode for the top one and bedtime for the bottom button. And 4 times tap will be turn on Ashton's lamp. 4 times tap will be turn off Ashton's lamp. So let's go ahead and save that. So So now we have this new bathroom dimmer mapping up here. So we can save that, and now if we go ahead and try it out, let's see how it works. As far as the functionality as a normal dimming smart switch, it works as it should, similar to a GE switch. All in all, this scene feature is a great concept added to an already bulletproof product. It adds a nice layer of customization, an ability I haven't seen anywhere else. If you'd like to pick one up, links will be down below. So if you found this video helpful and enjoyed it, leave a like down below and consider subscribing. If it sucked, go ahead and hit that dislike button, that's cool too. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one. And remember, stay smart.